dear friends and family, we're gathered here today to witness and celebrate the marriage of Zachary and Bethany. I'm sorry, I'm Zachary's grandmother, for those of you who don't know, and this is very special. The contract of marriage is not to be entered into lightly, but thoughtfully and seriously, with a deep realization of its obligations and responsibilities. Please remember that love, loyalty, and understanding are the foundations of a happy and enduring home. Today, you declare your commitment to each other before family and friends. In the years that they have been together, their love for each other has grown, turning them into the couple you see now before you. Now they are ready to spend the rest of their lives together as husband and wife.
I think that everyone knows that our love story is not one of love at first sight, but more of a testament that timing is everything. I would barely call us friends the first few years we knew each other, probably just acquaintances. A lot of our friends have heard about that selfless yet very minor moment about 2 years into a relationship at a music festival of all places where it finally clicked for me and I knew I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you. But the truth is, I've always felt so drawn to you. Since far before we were together, you have been one of my favorite people to be around. I constantly admire the way you captivate a room and your ability to bring people together, to make them feel comfortable and welcome. I remember posting a picture of us at a fight-out party and capturing it, "This is my best friend, Friz." Even though you were far from my best friend. One of the best decisions I have ever made was running back into the bar that night and asking you to formal. It hasn't always been easy since then, but it has always been so worth it. The commitment you have to me and to our relationship is something I will never take for granted. You have taught me patience without even intending to. You have taught me how to laugh at myself. You have taught me how to be self-aware, and you've made me want to be a better person and friend. Yet somehow, you still weren't able to teach me how to drive stick shift. But most importantly, you helped me learn how to love and accept myself during a time in my life when I really did not. I promise to be your biggest cheerleader when times are great, your gentle reassurance when times are tough, your quiet encouragement when the world is loud, to speak when words are needed, and to share the silence with you when they are not. I promise to believe in you and to always fight to help you see the incredible person that you are. I promise to always dance with you until the sun comes up, or at least until as long as life's responsibilities allow us to. I promise to be your guiding hand in times of doubt and overthinking. I promise to be your best friend when your soul needs laughter, and your lover and wife when your heart needs care. I promise to never let you walk alone. I will always be on your side and on your team.
Yeah.
You are the love of my life. I feel safe with you. Everything in me recognizes you as my home. As the great Toto once said, it's going to take a lot to take me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. We've been told that love isn't a feeling, it's a choice. I choose you today, I'll choose you again tomorrow, and I will go on choosing you and our love day after day for the rest of our lives. As long as you are by my side, I feel confident taking on this chaotic world. I love you more than anything.
Bethany, this is probably the hardest thing I've ever had to write. How do I articulate exactly how and why I love and adore you in so many words? In short, you're the best thing that's ever happened to me. The only person on this planet who knows exactly 100% who I am. Your little quirks, sounds, facial expressions, what makes you, you, those are the best things. like the way your face produces a small smile when I kiss your cheek while you're fast asleep. How you eat your eggs and toast, by forking a small amount of scrambled eggs into your mouth, immediately followed by a bite of toast, as if they couldn't possibly exist without each other in that moment. Or how overjoyed you get looking at a pretty sky, and the way you comment on it every time, without a doubt, complete with excited hand motions. Your love of plants, how easily surprised you are, the way you tear up at even the slightest emotional parts during movies. Okay, I do that too. You've taught me to appreciate the smaller things in life, because life is made up of small moments like these. And luckily, I'm with the person who produces so many of them. Speaking of how easily surprised you can be, I promise moving forward to only ever use my knowledge of that to make you smile. And to always wake you up softly when it's time to go upstairs for the night after you've inevitably fallen asleep on the couch for the millionth time in a row. I also promise to always keep trying to come up with new pet names to call each other. As after almost 7 years, I still don't feel like calling each other llama koala is peak weirdness for us yet. You're one of the most thoughtful, compassionate, and empathetic people I've ever known. The sheer beauty that exists both on the inside and outside of you is truly mystifying. I went from a person with little confidence, who didn't believe they deserved to be loved, to nearly the polar opposite because of your presence. The amount of patience and kindness you've shown towards all my flaws and anxieties is not something I'm sure I'll be able to repay, but I'm willing to spend the rest of my life trying. People say marriage can be hard, and I'm sure we'll face our fair share of trials and tribulations. But I promise to always show up for us, to always choose you. Because while love may be a feeling, and it's something I feel quite deeply, it's also a choice. And there will never be another choice for me but you. You, Bethany Marie Perrin, are the love of my life. Everything I have and everything I am is yours forever.
May these rings always remind you of the vows that you have taken today.
I am yours
And you are mine
from this day
until the end of my days.
By the authority vested in me by the state of Nevada, I now pronounce you husband and wife, Zachary and Bethany.
is falling. My love may be invisible, but I inspire the dreams that guide you, baby. You're half a world away, but in my mind I whisper every single word you say. And before you sleep at night, you pray to me, your lucky star, your singing satellite. Your singing satellite. Your singing satellite. Your satellite. Will reappear, floating away in a daydream. So was it real? I'm not so clear. We open our eyes to a sunbeam. My dreams are always a world away. I've been living a life I didn't say. That night I wish for you to stay, till sunrise. My dreams are always a world away. I've been living a life I didn't say. That night I wish for you to stay, till sunrise.
My name is Jared, and it's an honor to be standing here as Zach's best man. My first impression of Zach was, who's this goofy redheaded kid? Over time, we grew closer, and I realized that he wasn't a redhead, but in fact a beautiful shade of strawberry blonde. This speech isn't a typical best man speech, where it only highlights the groom. Because as an honorary third wheel, I get to spend time with Zach and Beth. Can you really complain about having the perks of a fiance without actually having one? I mean, she makes us food, cares for us, and always keeps us safe. It's honestly the best setup. And Zach, you've always told me I was the leader of the group, and I was the one that held everyone together. When in reality, it was always you. I've watched you grow from someone who is shy and timid to one of the most confident, outgoing, and warm people I've ever met. You treat everyone with kindness and never fail to get a laugh out of people. Thank you for your unwavering friendship. Being your best man is the opportunity of a lifetime. I am now and forever be your biggest fan. I wanted to try and pinpoint a couple specific moments that stood out the most when spending time with both of them. But in reality, any time with them at all means the world to me. It was too much of a struggle to pick just one. But sitting in the backyard, watching the sunrise with these two, surrounded by all of our friends, are the times that I'll remember the most. I can't wait till we're older reminiscing over these memories while sitting on the porch, because the most important people are the ones you can picture yourself sitting on the porch with. Cheers.
Bethany began back in high school. I was a lot less outgoing than I am now, and she was overflowing with confidence. She used to wear shirts as dresses, and she wore high heels to class. That table over there knows. For the past 11 years, Bethany has either been a part of every major life event that I've had, or she's been the first one to talk to about them. She's a loyal and caring friend. She's an influential teacher. She's a daughter that her parents are so proud of. And she's an amazing cook, which Zach, you so lucked out on. The longer I've been friends with Zach, the more I realize how much we have in common. We're indecisive, we're a little bit anxious, we sunburn easily. When Zach reached out to me that he wanted to propose to Bethany in Cancun, I was so happy. He wanted help picking out the ring, so I started looking back through old photos. And Bethany had sent me a ton of photos throughout the year. Guess what? Not a single one of them looked the same. There was no common theme. So this is where mine and Zach's anxiety and indecision becomes relevant. But Zach had picked the perfect ring, and his proposal in Cancun was so perfect. So perfect that everyone forgot Bethany's slip and fall during Gasolina. If you haven't seen me, find me after there's a video. I would like to thank you on behalf of everyone here for being the friends that you are, for being the perfect complement for one another, for helping each other grow. Thank thank you for making sure that no matter where we are or what we're doing, we're having fun and laughing way too hard, and we're probably way too drunk, but that's okay. Cheers to the Fishmans. Maid of honor off duty.
And I think I speak for both of us here. I feel so lucky to have everyone here. I love all you guys so much. I'm just so grateful that, you know, we have a great relationship, but our relationship is that much better because we have so many great friends and family to share with. So, here's to you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming and having a great time.
It's falling, a black sky is falling. It's cold tonight. You gave me your answer, goodbye. Now I'm all on my own tonight. When the big wheel starts to spin, you can never know the odds. If you don't play, you never win. We were in heaven, you and I. When I lay with you and close my eyes, our fingers touch the sky. I'm sorry.